Hi, welcome to HATV. I'm Paul Malkmus.
And I'm Ann Malkmus.
Today we're going to talk about digestive enzymes and probiotics.
What's the difference?
You know, we hear a lot about them and they are important for our health, and it's really good for us to know the difference between them and when to take each one of them.
They each have their own respective role. They each do something different in the body, and that's why we take them.
Now, digestive enzymes, you know, anytime we eat anything cooked, it's devoid of all enzymes that are there with the plant. And the enzymes are in the plant to help the body and assist the body in the digestion process. But when we cook those vegetables and fruits, we're actually killing those enzymes, which means the body has to use the enzymes within the body to digest those foods rather than the enzymes that are with the plant.
Which takes a little bit more energy from your body. And so what we tend to do is we tend to add more digestive enzymes when we're eating cooked food, so that will help not have so much pressure on the body to use up that energy.
The enzymes are really sensitive, and anytime we heat them up to about 106 to 108 degrees, they start to die down. Some of them are a little bit more hardy, and they can last up to temperatures up to 120 or 125. But in that range, they start to die, and they're important for that digestion process.
In addition to cooked food, we have found that people who just begin the Hallelujah diet tend to find that those fiber-rich foods can cause some discomfort in them, whether it's in their stomach or they're in their intestines. So we suggest that they go ahead and they start some digestive enzymes in the beginning when they're just beginning to transition to a raw food diet.
And people who are on the recovery diet will also take digestive enzymes even when they're drinking juice. And that'll help to absorb even more of the nutrients out of the juice. And so the assimilation process is enhanced by the use of digestive enzymes even in juices and raw foods.
So the digestive enzymes are useful for people to be able to break down their foods so that their body doesn't have to use so much energy in the process.
Now, probiotics on the other side, the body has bacteria in the gut, and we need between 3 and 3.5 pounds of friendly bacteria, or bacteria rather, in our gut, and about 80% of that needs to be friendly bacteria. When there's an imbalance of that bacteria, that's when our bodies start to break down and diseases start to happen.
All sorts of different things. So in order for us to be able to maintain the good quality bacteria on a regular basis, we will eat fermented foods. That's one way of getting the good quality bacteria. An easy way is just to have one probiotic, and that's a very simple way for us to be able to recolonize that good quality bacteria in our intestines.
Anytime we've had antibiotics, you know, in which on the Hallelujah diet we wouldn't want antibiotics, but if somebody's had antibiotics, the antibiotics kill bacteria in the gut, both friendly and harmful bacteria. So it's indiscriminately killing both. And especially if we're after we've had antibiotics, we want to make sure that we're taking a good quality probiotic to help recolonize that friendly bacteria. Because
life is filled with stress and pressures, and sometimes we don't get enough sleep. Sometimes we don't consume the proper amount of food or types of foods. Maybe even our water and our pollution can be a little bit distorted. Those are all reasons why our unhealthy bacteria can overshadow the good quality bacteria in our colon. And those are the reasons why we want to continuously feed good quality bacteria on a regular basis into our guts. We said earlier we can do it with fermented food, but also a good quality probiotic is just as valuable.
When Ann and I travel and we're going on planes and around people that are exposing us to other, you know, viruses and so forth, we usually take a good quality probiotic first thing in the morning. And we do that every day, and it just helps keep our good bacteria and our immune system good and strong.
So in the event with the flu seasons coming up, the best thing we can do for our immune system is to keep it healthy and strong. And one way to do that is to make sure that our good quality bacteria is where it should be in our colon.
So enzymes and probiotics are both important. The enzymes help to break down the food, especially cooked food, but also raw food if somebody's just starting the diet. And the probiotic is used to help rebuild and recolonize the friendly bacteria in our gut. Both extremely important concepts on the Hallelujah diet.
We do have a wonderful diet. We believe very strongly in all the nutrients and all the minerals and vitamins that are in these wonderful foods that we consume. But in many cases, because our lives are filled with stress, we don't get enough sleep, all of these different factors and variables, it doesn't hurt for us to consume certain supplements on a more consistent basis to be able to offset and round out all that we're trying to achieve to be able to be successful in our health.
in taking supplements, it's difficult sometimes to know which supplements are beneficial and which ones aren't, and it's real important for you to find a brand that you can trust. In a recent Consumer Reports study of probiotics, they tested 25 different strains of probiotics, and of the 25 strains tested right off the shelf in the health food stores, 8 of them contained a minimal amount of the probiotic listed, another 8 of them even contained less, and then several of them contained strains that weren't even on the label. And so it's real important for you to find a quality probiotic from a company that you can trust to make sure you're getting the supplements you're expecting.
It's amazing, really. And then back into digestive enzymes, we have found people that have started taking digestive enzymes, and some of the things that they've grown accustomed to in their years, everything from heartburn to all sorts of things, were really just a matter of not being able to digest their foods properly, and a good quality digestive enzymes helped relieve some of those areas.
So important topics. Hope you've learned something here on HA TV, and this is AM and PM. We'll see you next time.